Hi, I'm Eric Grant with Sailrite. We have customers that often ask us, which is the best tool to install spur grommets? Now, spur grommets are available in a variety of sizes. The number 1 spur grommet and the number 2 spur grommet are probably the most popular ones. We're going to show you in this video a number 2 spur grommet, but it works the same for all sizes of grommets. We're going to show you 3 different tools, starting at the lowest price point and moving up from there. And you're going to see the difference of how each one of these are installed. So let's get started and show you the 3 tools that we recommend to install your spur grommets. We're going to first start with the number 2 spur grommet die set that's least expensive, and it does require you to punch a hole. I'm going to use a Sailrite drill hole cutter set to do that, and I'm just putting a cutting pad on the underside. This hole cutter will also fit in the HandyPress as well, so you don't have to use a drill. Once that is done, then I'm going to take the number 2 spur grommet die set, and I'm going to put the male on the anvil and then run it through the hole that we created. And it will be a fairly tight fit. That is customary and normal. This is a number 3 hole cutter that goes with the number 2 spur grommet. Then I'm going to place the female with the spurs on top and then place this through the hole. And you can use a standard hammer like that, but a 3-pound mallet does work better. Sailrite has several choices for that because it delivers the full force onto the die. And you should do this on a solid work surface. My work table is pretty solid and our spur grommet is installed. Now what you want to do is you want to inspect the sides to make sure that it's deeply buried in the fabric. It is not uncommon for a die set like this to have to rotate it slightly, like around, to get that grommet in place, especially if you're using a hammer. If you use a mallet, that's not as necessary, but that is a good installation. It's not perfect. We're going to show you the other tools which will do even a better job. Now we're going to use the W1 hand press, and I've installed this just on a piece of scrap wood here so I can move it around. This spur grommet die set, the W1, comes with a hole cutter. We already pre-punched holes, so we'll not be using that. In this situation, you want to put the female or the washer on the base, and this has already been screwed in. There is no setting of this die. Once it's screwed in, you can't adjust the shaft. Then what I'll do is I'll take my spur grommet, and let's just put this one over here, and install it in the whole of our fabric. This is 4 layers of a Sattler marine grade fabric. Place it over the bottom die and pull the lever. And this one's a little bit hard. You have to kind of give it a few blows with it because it doesn't have that sweet compression that the HandyPress has, but it does work. There we go. It's installed. The next one is the HandyPress, and this is the HandyPress number 2 spur grommet die set that we have installed, and I've already set the sweet compression for this, and we also have a hole that's already pre-punched. So I'm going to put the spurs on the bottom die, and I'm going to put the male through the fabric just like we did before, the male portion, place it over here, and this just takes a simple 1 pull of the lever and it is installed beautifully. So this side looks good for both these. This is the W1 and this is the HandyPress and this is the other die set. If you roll this over, this is the W1 and this is the HandyPress, and look at that beautiful roll. They're both, or all 3, are acceptable, but this one just looks phenomenal. As you can see, installing spur grommets can be as simple as that. You can see more about these tools at the Sailrite website.